the field trip to Whiteton Woods, which is like the first thing we do as a cohort together for 3 days. Yeah, you got to meet everyone on the course. It was a great bonding experience. We had a lot of different activities together.
Yeah, so when we first started, we were straight into the field course, obviously on the DTP, and that was a great way to get to know everybody.
I think it definitely helped to have the field trip in the beginning of term prior all the commitments we have, so that we could get to know each other in an informal setting and just bond with each other. So I think it was definitely very beneficial.
I think there's always first day jitters when you start a new program, and there's always that a bit of imposter syndrome. But what I will say is that our program and the people in it really make you feel like you're a part of a larger team and kind of at home. So it's a really comfortable environment.
I certainly did feel a bit nervous before going to the field trip because I don't really work well with large groups. It takes me a while to warm up to people, so I was a bit nervous, but I think it's quite normal.
It was a really good opportunity for bonding, getting to know each other. I mean, most importantly, in a kind of informal setting, where you could really just hang out, do nice little bits of casual science, and network. Yeah, it was really great.
So my favourite activity on the field trip was building weather stations, which we did in groups of about 6 people.
Building the weather station at the start with a cohort was I didn't realize how much of a team building activity that was until kind of after we just got to know each other so well, and it was really funny.
The fun thing about it was that we couldn't actually get it to work, but it was fun trying to work it all out with the electronics and the circuit boards and making that match up with the code.
Yeah, that was a really funny part of it actually, was sending people to harass other groups for screwdrivers.
Gosh, I mean, it was very funny when we were trying to construct our weather stations, and we were split into different groups, and just no one could get their weather stations to work. Maybe one group had it working for these 2 different parameters, another group for another 2, some groups for none.
But we were proud nonetheless.
I actually had COVID for the first 2 days of the field trip, so I joined late, but like straight away I just felt like I fitted in. Like I didn't feel like I'd missed anything particularly. Like nobody was like, oh, you weren't here. They were all really friendly and made me feel welcome straight away.
Yeah, and also getting to fly the drones, that was a lot of fun as well. We didn't crash ours, which was a success, but I got pretty close to a tree, so
we were just like testing the drones out, getting a good view of Oxford. It was really lovely until it just flew, well, it was crashed right into a tree, and it was at the top of it, and we were just like, how do we get this expensive piece of equipment down in one piece? So we put our tree climbing skills to use.
So the drone flying was super fun, and it was all like a little competition and things like this. It was quite funny to see who maybe was a bit more a sore loser. But no, it was really good.
I was the lucky one, or perhaps the unlucky one, that had to pilot the drone for our challenge, and I crashed the drone into a fellow DTP student who we're now really great friends.
Yeah, it was fun. It was definitely a good bonding experience.
We all get along very well, and I think everyone is really friendly and very supportive of each other as well. Honestly, couldn't ask for any better. We have a really good cohort.
I wish I remembered more frequently that as a student I can just go to the woods whenever I want to and just have like a walk around and things like this. So that's something I always forget. And it's like a nice little break outside of the city, and it's so close.